Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Jessica and this is Just Investing, where we discuss everything from budgeting, saving, and investing. In today's video, we are going to be going over my 2025 savings goals. I have three major ones for the year. They're pretty big, at least to me, and then I have some smaller ones like my sinking funds for Christmas and car maintenance, but today we're just going to be going over the three large ones. So let's go ahead and get started. If you're new, I use the Budget by Paycheck workbook that was created by the Budget Mom, and she does have a page in here dedicated towards savings goals, so that's where I am going to be writing them down. I will also leave the link to the budget down below and also the happy planner that I use along with the hole puncher. I love this just because I can remove the pages, which is probably what I'm gonna do for this video, just so I don't hit the little things right here. Okay, so my first savings goals for the year, excuse me, is a house savings fund. And I did do a little saving last year, but this year I'm really being strict with it because the goal that I want to save for is $30,000. And I want that done by the end of this year. Right, and just a little bit about this, I am saving this solely off my income. I have a 9-to-5, so that's the only source of income that I'm going to be saving. If I do get some, like a tax refund, we get bonuses at the end of the year, I may contribute some of that, but I've already calculated this goal just off of my paychecks. And at the end of this video, I'll actually show you guys how I came up with the amount per paycheck and per month, just so you can kind of get a feel on, if you wanted to do that, how you would calculate that. Okay, my next goal is my emergency fund. And my goal is $6,000. I currently have $4,000 saved, but by the end of the year, I want to have 10. It's actually interesting because last year my goal was to have $2,000 saved by 2024 for my emergency fund, and things just happened to work out to where I could actually save $4,000. I did take a little bit of my Christmas bonus and add to that just so I could lower that amount, but yeah, so I only need $6,000 for my emergency fund. And then my HSA, the contribution limit for 2025 is $4,300. So that's my goal for that. Okay, so these are my top three savings goals for 2025. For my house fund, I want to put it in a high yield savings account. I've been doing a little research. I was looking into SoFi. Feel free to comment, let me know what you guys do if you have a large savings fund, where you keep it, because with SoFi, in order to receive the annual percentage yield of like 4%, it has to be directly deposited. So I would have to change my bank account to SoFi, but because they don't have any physical locations, I wouldn't be able to get any cash out for my cash envelopes. So I'm kind of in between on what to do with that. If you have any recommendations, please let me know. I also want to put my emergency fund in an HSA as well. And it's just pretty much the same situation. It has to be direct deposited as well. So, and I don't want to put it in a CD because as far as I know, you can't contribute to a CD. You just have to let the amount that you deposit in there build up. And so I don't know how I feel about that. But yeah, so these are my current goals for 2025. Let me show you guys how I figured out. Oops. Okay. All right, so we have house emergency fund HSA. So what I did is I wrote down my goal, 30K, 4,300. I did this back towards the end of November, and I thought that I would only have 3K by the end of the year, so that's why this is 7, but it's changed to 6. So what I did is I wrote down the amounts that I wanted to save, And then I divided it by 12 because I have 1 year. If your savings goal is different and you want it to get it done in 6 months, then you could do 6 months. So I took the amount, 30,000 divided by 12, I would need 2,500 a month. So because I am semi-monthly, I get paid twice a month. So I divided this amount by 2, and this would be per paycheck. So I would need $1,250 per paycheck for my house. And then my HSA, I'll need $180 per paycheck, and the emergency fund, I'll need $250 per paycheck, excuse me. And so what I did is when I'm breaking down my budget, which will be my next video, I took my income, I did all my expenses first, and then I did my savings. And then what I had left over is what I figured out what I can contribute to my sinking funds, like my Celebrate, my beauty, my travel, things that were kind of flexible. So I always put these savings goals first, and then I calculated those. Obviously, your bills, your gas, your insurance, all that comes first, and then your savings, and then you can figure out what to do afterwards. That's just kind of how I did it, because this is pretty much like, this is my main goal this year. My finances are really important to me this year, and because I have the income to really go towards these goals, that's really what I'm doing this year. So yeah, these are my goals for the year. Let me know if you guys have any major goals or even any small goals, and how you guys are kind of saving up for those, what technique you guys are using. So yeah, let me know. Thanks for watching. Bye y'all.